Hey friends, today I want to talk a little bit about the difference between mindfulness and meditation. Most of us use both of these terms interchangeably. They're actually quite different practices. So here's what I know and how I understand the difference. Let's start with mindfulness. So mindfulness is defined by Jon Kabat-Zinn, who's sort of the father of mindfulness in the West, is paying attention on purpose without judgment. So basically, it's paying attention to what you're doing while you're doing it without letting judgments of whether you like it or you don't like it or how it feels or whatever, letting all of the mental chatter go away and just focusing on the thing that you're actually doing. This is an informal practice that as we get better at it, hopefully we're practicing throughout the day, right? It's not a dedicated, I'm going to be mindful right now and not later. Meditation is actually a more formal practice, and instead of really engaging yourself fully in the experience, meditation starts by withdrawing from the senses. And what we're doing is turning our attention from outward to inward. And meditation is really this act of connecting to a deeper place within yourself. So for some of you, that might be akin to prayer, right? Where you're connecting to a God. It might just be connecting to, your source of higher power, or as the yogis call it, the self with a capital S, right? It's really leaving sort of our day-to-day world and going into a different dimension. So it is a little bit more of a spiritual experience, whereas mindfulness is teaching us how to appreciate the experience that we're having here on this earth. So if you think about the 8 limbs of yoga, you've got your yamas and niyamas, and then you've got, which are the observances and restraints. Then you've got asana, physical yoga practice. Then you've got pranayama, the breath control. All of these are sort of the body and of this particular world, right? And then you've got this one limb, it's called pratyahara. And this is the withdrawal of the senses. And we don't talk about this limb a lot, but it's very important because it's sort of the gateway, right, between our reality and sort of the more spiritual limbs, right? And so after pratyahara, which is really the withdrawal of the senses, you've got dharana, which is still not meditation. It's actually pointed, focused concentration. So the ability to just focus on one thing for an extended period of time. And eventually, once you master that, you start dissolving into dhyana, which is actually meditation. And again, meditation really being a state of absorption with the divine. So yeah, meditation is a little different, really, than how we normally talk about it. But it's really exciting, and I will leave you with this metaphor that explains why I think it's exciting. Sorry, that was Bella choking on her bone over there. So mindfulness is like noticing that you have a plug on one hand and noticing that there's an outlet on the wall. And that's great, right? Because most people don't even notice. Meditation is actually connecting the plug into the outlet. So you're connecting to this different source of energy. This is where deep listening comes into play. This is where you start really finding out about who you are. This is why often people come up with wonderful ideas or new visions when they are in a state of meditation, because we're really connecting to something deeper than what's here right in front of us. So hopefully that helped. If you have any questions or comments, you know where to reach me. Talk soon.